And some men just have to accept that some of them the ladies will never want you. Some men have to truly recognize that they're never going to get ladies and women never going to want their ass.
You are watching the audio song. Enjoy.
If you got a problem with me, I don't really gotta care no more. Ooh.
What's good, everybody? If you're a first time viewer of my content or this video, make sure you like the video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and turn on your notifications. SNEAKO! Mr. SNEAKO has been on Fresh and Fit, from my knowledge, on 2 occasions within the past week or so. And he has caused a lot of shifts, a lot of quakes and turns with the manosphere community. And there are certain talking points with SNEAKO, or certain talking points with the red pill that SNEAKO highly disagrees with, or has come to an understanding or an awakening of. And basically SNEAKO is like, he ain't down with the talking points of what most of these red pill manosphere men are talking about. And I have talked about this for about 2 years. More than 2 years. I've been talking about this probably ever since I was 20. Actually, all the way back in 2018, if we're going to be honest, when I was really into the Black Manosphere movement. And then I noticed a couple of things about the Manosphere movement. So I will have that video linked at the very end of this video. But I've been talking about the Manosphere movement for a whole minute. Okay, I have been aware of their talking points for a long while, and how they treat black women, and how they talk about being high value and all this other type of stuff, right? Etc, etc. But if you don't know, Fresh and Fit basically had SNEAKO on the panel, and SNEAKO was disagreeing and was disgusted. You can look at his face. He was very disgusted with some of the talking points of manosphere content. And basically it was like a tweet that talked about like the things that men in their 20s need to deal with. And I think the top 3 was like, don't get married, don't have children, get a vasectomy, something like that, right? Don't look for a partner, don't have a girlfriend, don't have a relationship with women.
Know what's the quickest way for you to become high value, man? Don't get married. Eliminate all sedation. Learn game and networking. Build wealth. Get a vasectomy in your 20s. What did he say? Now, the number 2 and 3 things is very important. You have to avoid family creation and get the snipping. So our good friend SNEAKO, he saw this. The old SNEAKO kicked back in
their 20s, get a vasectomy. Personally, I would say, looking at it from a holistic standpoint, I get what Rolo's saying for the whole topic itself of being high value, because once again, if you get a woman pregnant that's not there for you, she could be against you and it could turn to many different things. But personally, like I was saying earlier, for me, I do want a family. If I meet the right woman, I think is going to raise that child. But to be safe, vasectomy might be in their best interest.
So yes.
No, I'm saying, okay, so
it's a yes or no.
It depends on the individual. That's what I'm saying. So it's up to the man to decide for himself. But I'm just saying, generally for me, I think family is very important. But I understand why most men might not want that, because finding a woman that's actually good for you may be kind of hard. So I get
a little bit.
In America specifically.
In America, yeah.
In America, to be specific.
What do you think?
All this type of stuff, right? And so the rest of the stuff was pretty decent, pretty valid for a man in their 20s, a man in general, you know. But dealing with this, I have talked about this consistently, and I cannot tell you how many men have called me simps, pandering to women, right? They have called me panderers to women because I disagree with some of the talking points that they talk about. And I've talked about this in many different videos, that a lot of these red pill manosphere men appear as if like they don't like women. Even more so, some of these men on these panels and in this side of social media, they don't give men in their 20s any form of hope concerning relationships. It's even gotten to the point where they are encouraging men to get passports and go to other countries to look for different women, because out of all the millions, hundreds of millions of women in America, there's not one woman possibly that they could ever run into that they can actually form a good relationship with. It is truly ridiculous. Telling men in their 20s and 30s not to get married because of she's going to just take your money in the long run. All this type of stuff. Not educating men on prenups, not educating men on how to actually find a good woman. Just don't get married at all, fellas. It's not a good thing. Like, and then at the same time, judging women for doing the same things that they're telling men not to do. Or rather, judging women for the same things that they're telling men to do. You judging women because they don't want to get married. They want to do bad all by themselves. They want to have babies but not get married. They want to do all this type of stuff, right? Do bad all by themselves. But you're telling men to be high value. You're telling men not to get married. You're telling men not to get in relationships with women. You're telling men to get vasectomies. You're telling men to live their best life, be high value, right? Do bad all by themselves. And yet, when they point the finger at the women, they got 3 fingers pointing right back at their ass. How does that work? It don't. And that's why the manosphere movement is so dysfunctional. Matter of fact, SNEAKO, I haven't seen the debate yet, but SNEAKO has had a debate with the Red Pill Godfather. I'm gonna check it out, and if I feel like it's necessary to actually review, I will do so. But truly, if this doesn't wake up some of us fellas to be more discerning and aware of the type of content that we digest or that we like to watch, we watch the MTRs and the Kevin Samuels and the Gentle, the Roommates and Medium Man, Obsidian, O'Shea Duke, so on and so forth, right? And they produce really good content, but it should be, at the same time, always have discernment with some of the stuff that you put in. Us as men in our young, early 20s, it shouldn't be that type of message. Shouldn't be something that should be second nature to us. Because if we're talking about being high value and passing our lineage and all this other type of stuff and really building something, you have to have a woman by your side to do that, fellas. If you want to build wealth, you have to have a woman by your side to do so. I don't need no woman. I don't need no woman. So you sound just like these women that say they don't need a man. They can be strong and independent and have their 6-figure jobs. What are we doing here? You need a woman, nigga. You need a woman. Generational wealth. You need a woman. Not a woman that you can just bang. I'm talking about an actual partner. But y'all let me know how y'all personally and respectfully feel about this in the comments below. Alright, make sure you like the video, share your comments and thoughts whether you agree or disagree in the comment section below. Check out the videos at the end of this video, and until next time, we out.
Long as I got good, black women and the squad.